the captain and the leader of the squad, trying to get this team going. We know how he loves to cut in, hit it on his left foot, drive forward. He likes to shift to the side, find that space, those pockets. Ethan Finley, O'Brien driving to the end line.
Desperately trying to turn this thing around here as we are in match day 23 in Major League Soccer, and we invite you to turn off the world and turn on the game. We're playing for 3 points in the Western Conference. Here's Driussi finding O'Brien. Already with 5 goals this season. It's O'Brien going for the curler, and Tim Melia happy to see that sail wide.
Scored an absolute banger, took it upon himself. Let's see what he does here.
It will be Russell. It's an excellent effort, and it's not too far away. It's a good delivery from Tommy. Falls kindly for Sporting in the effort from Johnny's. In swinger from Tommy towards the back post. Russell lining it up. And he was just trying to put it back into a dangerous spot, not necessarily on frame. And now it's Russell again. Wants some room on that left peg, and he got some. And it took a deflection and another corner for Sporting Kansas City. And nodded away. Tommy again. Eric Tommy blocked in front by Brendan Heinzike and finally cleared away by Austin. And they get a chance to take at least half a breath. Cleared away by Guillermo Birdo, only as far as Rosero. Russell into Polito.
Oh, great ball.
Threads the needle for Pierre. Brought down by Leibold. On his favorite left foot. Takes a deflection, and it's in. Well, there's a little bit of lady luck for Tim Leibold. And Sporting Kansas City on the board. They break through in the 26th.
But you nailed it, Lady Luck. First, a beautiful through ball to find Caden Pierre, making that nice little run, and he chips it to that back post. The near post runners were all marked. You see Alan Polito as well. A good first touch by Leibold, and just drives it as hard as he can at goal. Takes a deflection on the way through, and Stuver just watches it go by. He can't get back in time. Right off the backside of Gallagher.
Eric Tommy again clipped late, and he's not thrilled, and Owen Wolf most likely is going to go into the book almost assuredly. And now 30 years old, we mentioned before, in his second season with Sporting Kansas City, originally from Germany. And that's a late and high challenge from Jake Davis, and obviously he was going for the ball, but the nature of the challenge was rather reckless. And now Diego Rubio is going to go into the book for what has to be dissent, because it wasn't anywhere near the play in Major League Soccer, but around the world. And that's dissent, and captains really being the only ones who are allowed to speak to the referee. Now, that's not always exactly the most policeable issue that we have in the game. And now Driussi. Can Austin FC potentially get going on the counterattack? O'Brien needed to shed off the challenge from Pierre. Excellent ball for Gallagher. He has another overlapping run, but finds Driussi, and then O'Brien, of course, is offside, despite the cleanly nature of the finish.
If you're Sporting Kansas City, they're off to the races there. Gallagher plays it behind Driussi, just a poor ball. I mean, really any option but that. He had an overlapping run on his left-hand side. He's trying to find, and the ball's not coming. It's just a little bit slow to find him.
This is a good run being made by Tommy. Got a touch to it. Stuver off his line. It's Eric Tommy, but it was too tight of an angle. That was the right idea the entire way. And Peter Vermees is irate in the technical area, and now Alan Polito is going to go into the book. One of the few times tonight with the ball at his feet. Rubio back for Driussi. All the way across for O'Brien, and it's a little bit behind the Colombian. Had that ball been half a yard more in front of him, closer to Tim Melia, it'd probably be 1-1.
Gallagher just coming in hot, runs him right off the ball, right over.
So Stephen Afrifa has taken advantage of his opportunities as of late. Time and space initially. Now finding Rodriguez. Long for Johnny Russell. Trying to cut it back on Zardes. And Jossie Zardes was just long enough to be able to get there.
But he had to get it right too, because it was just inside the box.
Zardes trying to hold it up. And cleaned up by Pierre, who gets a shove in the back from Valencia. And Valencia is going to go into the book. about the second or third involvement he's had since coming on.
Not putting away chances that you are having. You would think you would feel pretty good going into the second half with those additions.
Excellent little stutter step from Johnny Russell. Gets away from Buildup, who's scrambling to try to get back in position. Russell across for a free fall. 2-0 to Sporting. Johnny Russell, the creator. And it's been the Stephen of Frifa show as of late.
Doesn't try to do too much with it. It just slots it home. He's making his run the whole way. A little clever step there to beat Bureau. And Johnny Russell, nice long touches out in front. He can run onto it. He curls it with the outside of the left boot. And inside of the left foot. Afrifa puts this one away to give the 2-0 lead. Kind of chops it down to make sure it doesn't hop up on him and go over the crossbar. Perfectly timed run. Keeps himself in an onside position. He kind of gave a little wave, letting Johnny Russell know he was there. He knew Johnny Russell would put it where he needed as long as he made the run.
Eric Tommy on top of the set piece, and it will be an in-swinger. They'll go short. Back for Tommy. And towards the back post. Russell keeps it in play. It's Radaya, and it's stabbed away. Radaya again, and it's into the second row. But one goal from the Verde and Black, and this is going to look entirely different than what we've seen for the past 10 or 15 minutes. Now here's Johnny Russell at the near post, and he had Brad Stuber planted to the spot because normally Russell will go for the far post on those occasions.
I mean, it's when you look at Austin, they're sitting in 8th, and they've got Vancouver, Seattle, and Dallas just below them, St. Louis in 12th. You're trying to figure out who's going to pop in front of them, who's going to jump over them, and who's going to drop out of the top. I thought they were chanting Johnny Russell. You think it's blow the whistle?
Well, either way, there goes the whistle. Sporting Kansas City with their 4th win of the season, just their 2nd win in 15, but more importantly, a clean sheet.